Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Loina Motilia. Karibuni sana. We are still looking at the farming series, and today we want to look at how do you grow beetroot. So that is what we will be looking at. And before we look at how do you grow beetroot, what is a beetroot? A beetroot is also known as a beet, and it is a root vegetable, and it belongs to the plant family Beta vulgaris. Okay, most people know it for the red color, and it also has many nutritional benefits, and I will not be looking at that. So I want to go straight to how do you grow beetroot. This is what you need to know when you will be growing your beetroot. We start by what kind of location should you choose for the growth of your beetroot. Select a sunny spot. Full sun is best, but beetroot can tolerate a partial shade. Please, if you can get a place where there is some partial shade, it will be better for your beetroot. You can also ensure that your soil is well drained. If you are struggling with soil drainage, you can add compost or organic matter to improve on your soil drainage. And by that, you can also improve your soil fertility if you add the compost or organic matter. Next, we want to look at how do you plant the seeds. So, the sowing method, sow seeds directly into the soil, either by drills or in the rows. You can choose if you want to plant by use of drills or in rows. But for me, I always advise my farmers, if it's a crop that you can plant in rows, the better, because once you plant in rows, for example, if you're looking forward to doing the watering, it will be easy for you. Depth and spacing that you should use when planting. So seeds are half-inch deep and 1 to 2 inches between seeds in the row. And rows spaced about 12 to 18 inches apart. You see, this is another advantage of planting in rows. When you plant in rows, you will also be able to know the measurements that you are required to observe, unlike when you do not plant in rows. Like, for example, I've told you, you plant the beetroot seeds half-inch deep, and apart from that, you will also have to space 1 to 2 inches between the seeds in the rows. That means once your beetroot will start to germinate, the spacing will be 1 to 2 inches, and from one to the other row, the spacing should be 12 to 18 inches apart. To the next part is the timing. This is what you need to know about timing. Sow seeds in mid-spring to early summer. You plant or you sow your beetroot seeds between mid-spring and early summer. Those are the most conducive times or the most conducive climates for your beetroot to germinate and start growing properly. Optional, you can start seeds indoors and transplant them later. This is optional. If you find it easy for you to start directly from the farm, this is where you plant your seeds in the farm directly. That is the better for you because it will save you doing the double work. But if you also want to start germinating your seeds indoors, then you will take them outdoors. It is also okay. And if you do not, you can start it indoors from your home using this. You can use the containers or the pots or the trays to germinate your beetroot seeds to seedlings. You can also choose to buy your seedlings from the nursery. You do not have to start the beetroot seeds to seedlings from your home. You can choose to buy from a certified nursery and then come and just plant. So the choice is yours as a farmer. You'll know what is favorable for you and take that route or choose that method when you will be planting. To the next part is where we want to look at watering and care. This is what you need to know. Water consistently and keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. That is why I told you have to have some well-drained soil, because if your soil is well-drained, it means the possibility of it being waterlogged are very low, and therefore you will have well-drained soil. Ensure, please take note, do not overwater. And if you have a problem with the soil drainage, I already gave you the measures that you should take. Therefore, ensure that you always water, but do not overwater your beetroot plants. To the weeding, keep your area free from weeds. You do not have to be told to keep your area free from weeds. This is because if you do not take care of the weeds will compete for nutrients with the beetroots that you will have grown. Fertilizing. Beetroot benefits from a balanced fertilizer or compost. Ensure that the fertilizer that you will use for your beetroot is balanced, or you can also use a compost to fertilize or to increase the nutrient levels in the soil. But you also have to avoid fresh manure, as it can lead to bolting. Bolting is whereby the beetroot go to seed early, or beetroot start seeding early. Therefore, do not use the fresh manure that you either get from your animal droppings. Please ensure that you preserve that manure for some time before you can take it to your farm. It is a good fertilizer, but if you use it when it's still fresh, it will really disadvantage you as a farmer. That is why I am saying you ensure that you first of all wait for it to dry up a little bit, or give it some time for it to decompose. It's then you can transfer it to your farm. To the harvesting, this is what you need to take care of. Timing. Harvest beetroots when the roots are the desired size. Once the beetroot gets to the desired size is when you harvest. And how will you know that you have gotten to the desired size? Usually, this is when they are the size of a golf ball for the smaller bits or the beetroots, and cricket ball size for the larger bits. Cricket ball sized for the larger bits, and the golf ball for the smaller beetroots. For the method that you can use when you will be harvesting your beetroots, you gently pull the beets from the soil. You just pull them gently. You pull the beetroots gently from the soil. This is one among the many easy crops that you can harvest, because you just need to pull. And imagine when you plant them, the beetroots in rows, you will easily pull them, or you will have an easier time while harvesting, unlike when you do not plant in rows. That is the end of the vlog, guys. Hope you've learned something. Hope you've also enjoyed. I look forward to see farmers try to farm these beetroots, because the price in the market is good, and they can also use the beetroots for family use. It's a good vegetable. Let us try to grow it in our farms. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till we meet in the next one, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, hit that notification bell so that each and every time I'll be uploading, you will be notified. Bye bye.